One of these days, I'm gonna get like a replica Thor's hammer. Just put it there.
Don't tempt me.
Get a magnetic one that you can't lift till I hit the button. Who do we have first, Bill?
We have Christina Tarian, who's our new finance director.
All right.
Presenting the
Did you
finance.
find us more money?
She's been asked that a couple of times, I think, so far.
Yeah, every day.
Keep looking.
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes. You may want to pull it a little closer, but yes.
Okay, well, the budget really doesn't change much. Whatever is showing for the increase is basically the wage adjustments and health insurance. Other than that, it's basically the same. Bill actually put it together because I was hired after it had been begun, but we went through it today. So if you have any questions, you can try to answer them, or Bill can, for sure.
I don't have any for that department. Anybody else have questions for that department?
It's been a long night.
Tom? Counselor Green?
Nope.
No?
I'm a grand. I'm nothing.
What
No
was that?
questions.
I think you said that, the city clerk.
I think that's CLEPAC. No questions. Thank you.
Yeah, it's me. It's labeled me as city clerk, but
Not bad.
Do you have
Not
a-
bad for your first budget year in Waterville, huh?
Do you have a question, Tom?
Yeah.
No. No questions.
No? Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Nope.
All right, next department.
So we have information technology next.
IT. All right, folks, get ready to grill.
How you doing?
Pretty good, Joel.
For those of you who were here last year, it's going to be just about the same as it was. A little bit of an increase, and that's due to anticipated costs, and just like everything else, costs are going up on those things.
Counselor Foss.
The network maintenance, not that I want to spend 30 grand, but. Sorry, my apologies. The 30 grand for the network maintenance, I don't want to spend 30 grand, but how bad is it?
That was actually removed.
Yeah, no, I know. How badly needed is that? I'm thinking dig safe, I'm thinking,
That was for a project to get some better documentation in the event that there is a problem.
right?
So it's not for a particular problem. It was kind of a preventative thing.
Okay,
So we're going to just put that off a year.
all right, you know where your fiber is, in other words?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good enough, that's it.
Just
Don't
for
mean the other
information.
guy digging the hole does.
As long as they know, that's all that matters, because when the dig safe ticket comes through, they've got to know where it is so they can go up market. So, as long as they do, that's all I care about.
Just for information purposes, so that cost was $65,000 total, and 35 was in the public works budget, and since it's been removed, so,
Okay.
So it's also been removed from the Public Works budget?
yes.
Okay. Anybody else got questions for IT?
Since Public Works was here,
Yep.
okay, so minus 35,000 on that budget, okay.
Counselor Green.
Yes. Could you just say a little bit about the position that was requested but not in the budget?
Do you wanna-
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I can answer that question.
Okay.
Counselor. Yeah, is that better? So, there was discussion about adding a third IT, either technician or an IT director into the department, and it became apparent after I first started that it really is needed to have that third person there, whether it's a director or whether it's another technician, if you will. But that position was not funded originally. Once we went through the budget, Steve and I had gone through the budget. IT is one of the departments that I'm overseeing as Assistant City Manager. So we've initiated some processes in place with me that I think will help in that department. And we'll see what happens through the next year and see if we still need either an IT director or another technician to actually do the work.
Okay, thank you.
Joe, are we competitive when it comes to charging IT services to the other towns?
That's actually on my radar to look at for next year. So our fees for the upcoming year are already contractually
Yep.
kind of figured out, but it is on my radar to reevaluate that.
Can we do that throughout like the first half of the year, just so we make sure that other towns, when they start doing their budgets earlier, that they're aware that we don't run into like a communications tower issue?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Anybody else? Thanks, Joel. Next.
Airport,
Oh,
let's try Paul.
So close yet so far.
Paul, you were getting there. You should have just ran.
Hi, everybody.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
All right, tell us about your budget.
Pretty much a straightforward budget. You'll see some increases, slightly in the labor, just contractual things. The only major change really is the cost of fuel's gone up significantly, so we tried to reflect for that. I don't know if we necessarily captured it because, you know, as we're building the budget, prices continue to go and then they continue to go. I mean, we were looking at $5 or $6 a gallon back when we were building the budget, and now we're looking at almost $9 a gallon. So, but if we buy
Spend it, we're
fuel-
making it.
Exactly. It washes out. We still make the same amount of money, so it goes.
Bet you would have loved to have bought all those extra thousands of barrels before.
Yeah.
Have an oil field in the airport.
We've increased the advertising budget, try to market the airport some more. Outside of that, it's pretty much a straightforward budget.
Any question? Oh, Claude, I see you with your hand up.
Yes, Randy, I think you're doing a nice job at the airport, and I know you have bigger plans for the airport. So I'm not going to ask you a question about this year's budget. You're basically running last year's budget, and again with only with the change in cost of the fuels. But what I would suggest is that the plans that you have for the airport, would like to bring you in front of the subcommittee dealing with transportation at the with the comprehensive plan committee, and see if we can get something into the comprehensive plan about the airport and the future of the airport. The last comprehensive plan simply said there's an airport on Airport Road. And I think we can probably do a little bit out of that. So
I agree.
I just wanted to give you a heads up, Randy, that we know you're out there and we know that the airport can be a better asset for the city. So let's start the wheels turning on that. Thanks.
Thank you, Councilor Frankie. Anyone else?
I did want to share just a few quick things with you guys, just to give you an update on where things are. The airport is growing. We're very busy. One of the biggest things that I wanted to bring to your attention tonight was the amount of fuel that we have been selling. I kind of thought, you know, with COVID and everything like that, we would see a decrease in traffic, and we've actually seen the exact opposite. From last year to date, we've seen a 78% increase in our fuel sales. So on average, we budget around 50,000 gallons jet fuel a year. I've already sold almost 80,000 gallons. That's a 125% increase over 2020. So definitely a huge increase, even though we've seen a 370% increase in the cost of fuel. It has not been deterring people. We've seen a 30% increase in our on-call demand requests.
Yes.
And that's for after-hour services, things of that nature. And one of the things that we also implemented in July last year is that we started collecting landing fees for every for-hire aircraft that lands in Waterville. In the past, we always waived the fees if they uploaded a certain amount of fuel. We stopped doing that, and we have seen an increase. To give you an idea, 2019, we saw about $8,300 year-to-date, $6,200 in 2020. This year, year-to-date, is $29,000.
Nice.
So between that and the solar and the increase in our sales, the airport is booming. We have a lot of demand for services, and you'll be hearing from me very soon about hangars.
If you own a jet, you're not really considering the cost of fuel.
No,
or landing fees or anything of the such.
you might go from the big jet to the little jet, but you're still flying in.
Claude, your hand is still up. Did you have any questions, sir?
No, thank you, Randy.
Councilor Green.
Yeah, Randy, could you tell us a little bit about who's flying in and out?
It's a large variety of people. We definitely see traffic for Colby. In the summertime, we see a lot of traffic for the kid camps that are in the area. There's probably a dozen within a stone's throw. Backyard Farms is a big client. We see them quite a bit. The Secret Service prefers to use our facility in Maine, so we see them from time to time. And they bring in some big planes.
They want that secret.
Yeah. Yeah, not a secret anymore.
Don't worry, it's only on the internet. Shouldn't
Right.
go far.
Nobody watches that. There's big box stores, engineering firms, law offices, people just coming in to visit family. It's really a smorgasbord of everybody. We've actually seen people fly in to do the quarry road trails for the skiing, cross-country skiing.
Wow.
Yeah. 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 It's amazing. People will come in, they'll bring their fishing poles and go for vacation, or they'll bring their skis and go skiing. It's, we're one of the longest runways in central Maine that's closest to, Sugarloaf and Saddleback, so.
Fantastic.
Wow.
No.
We're 5,500 feet, so we're actually 500 feet longer than the state airport in Augusta. So.
Any other questions? All right, thank you. I'll be up to see you soon.
You better. You know where to find me.
Yes, I do.
I guess I gotta dust off my jet.
We're in the wrong business, dude. We are in the wrong business. I want to fly in and get ice cream and go home. I mean,
So we have assessing up next.
all right, Paul, tell us about your budget.
Yeah, good evening. Is this on?
Yep.
Okay. Well, my operating costs are the same. We live within our means. And so we got labor costs and fringe benefits that rose. And so we're going to live within that and do the best we can with what we have.
If you're about to ask, does anybody have any questions, for the love of everything? He's got a pen, a pencil, a piece of paper, and a computer.
Yeah. Claude got his hand up. Go ahead, Claude.
Go ahead, Claude.
Just quickly, Paul, have you done the assessments for this year, or are you still working on that?
Well, we haven't done our field work yet, so we just buttoned up personal property this week, so we're done with that. So next we'll attack the field work.
Thank you.
Anyone else with questions for Paul? Thanks, Paul.
Welcome.
Who else is up?
Code enforcement is next, and Dan is
Not here?
not here. He was scheduled on the schedule for 7.
All right, let's take a break till 7 then, because nobody else is here.
All right.
I mean, we have to. We posted the
Yeah.
meeting at 7. We don't have a choice.
Yeah. We're into it. We're into it.
Sorry. These shouldn't take us more than 10 or 15 minutes.
I don't care, wait 45 minutes to wait for 3.